right, ladies, we're going to start on our backs. So again, have some space between the legs. Take up a lot of real estate on your mat, and then take the shoulders down on the mat and start to press the outsides of the shoulders heavily into the mat. Palms are rolled open towards the heaven. Close the eyes. Taking a couple minutes here just to prepare the body and the mind for our time here on the mat. Big breath in through the nose, feel the lungs, feel the belly, float a little higher from the mat. And then on the exhale, let everything settle. The lungs empty, the belly hollows. The back gets melting deeper into the mat with each exhalation. Having trouble finding my words this morning. Big breath in, a little pause at the top of the inhale, feel the fullness. Exhale. Because we're at the start of a new year, if you'd like to set an intention for 2026, not a resolution, but an intention, welcome to do that at this time. Let's do just a couple more. Now go ahead and float that right knee to the chest. Interlace your fingers on that shin, let that knee get heavy. Check in with how the back of the hamstring and the glutes feeling, and bring some movement into the ankle, some circles or point and flex, whatever you choose, making sure you go in all directions. We're going to start by lubricating all the joints this morning. Now let that ankle have a bit of a rest, just wiggle the toes. Float that knee a little closer to the chest, and then with the next exhale, send it to the outside of that right shoulder. Always important that we settle on the left side. Don't let that left cheek rise. That right knee's getting heavy. Linger here. While we're here, do a quick check-in with the body. Checking in with the muscles and joints, energy level, headspace. How you feeling today? One more breath here. Come on back to center. Float that right hand onto the knee. Make some circles with that knee. So getting into the hip sockets. Again, left side's nice and quiet. Circles can be small or large, you decide. Take a little pause, send it in the other direction. Come on back to center. And this time, let that left hand float to that right knee. We're going to find our twist. Keep the right shoulder grounded. Let that right knee cross the body. Take it to wherever it makes sense. You can take a block underneath that knee if you'd like, or let gravity do its thing. But feel settled and grounded through that right shoulder blade. And again, you can always take right ear to mat. Hold here. Should feel a nice juicy stretch through the abductors and the glutes. With each exhale, can that knee melt a little closer to the mat? Settle in, hold here. Come on back to center. Now extend that leg straight up. You've got options here. If you have your strap, you can take your strap onto the arch of your foot. You can grab your big toe, or you can simply take the hands in behind the hamstring. What I don't want you to do is lift up through the shoulders and the neck. That puts too much tension on the body. But let that leg get a little closer. Find some length. Send the energy from the glute up the hamstring, behind the knee, through the calf. Pull the toes towards the shin. Wake up that calf muscle. Hold here. Let that leg float to wherever it feels just right. Don't force it. There's no destination in sight. And just hold here. Now go ahead and relax that, release that, let that leg stay above the hip socket. Float the left leg alongside of it. Zip them up as if they were one. Point the toes, arms alongside of the body for balance, and make little circles on the ceiling with the toes. So we're really focusing on that lower back, the sacrum area. Go ahead and take a pause, send it in the other direction. Once again, take a little pause. Now send that right toes to the shin. Send that right heel up towards the heaven and let that leg float down onto the mat. Nice and slow with control, so we're waking up the quad a little bit. And just notice how much longer that right leg feels. Now soften that left knee. Interlace your fingers on that left shin. Let that left knee get heavy. And now go ahead and bring some movement to the left ankle. Anything that feels good, your practice, your rules, remember that. The body's doing something that we're doing something that the body doesn't like. There's an alternative for every single thing we do on our mat. Go ahead and relax the ankle, wiggle the toes. Now relax the foot and send that left leg a little closer. Hold here. Next exhale is going to send that left knee to the outside of that left shoulder. Again, the right side is quiet and grounded. Find the stretch that you're looking for today and just linger. Come on back to center. Left hand's going to float on that knee. We're going to make some circles. Should feel really nice to lubricate all the joints first thing in the morning. Take a little pause, send it the other way. And once again, take a little pause. Right hand's going to float to that left knee. We're going to send that left knee across to the right side for our twist. And then take that left ear to the mat if it feels okay. Now notice which side's a little bit more receptive to the stretch. We're always a little tighter on one side. Linger. Last breath here. Come on back to center. Left leg's going to go up. So again, if you choose to, you can strap the arch of the foot. Let that leg come a little closer. Take the toes towards the shin so we wake up that calf muscle. There's the energy all the way through the back of the leg. Find the length that we're looking for today. Again, there's no place this leg has to be other than where it feels just right for you today. And go ahead and relax that. Float that left leg up above the hip socket. Pull the toes towards the shin. Send the arms alongside of the body. Imprint through the small of the back, pull neck, head, and shoulder. Float that right leg up, hold here. Curl up a little bit more. So we're setting that bottom rib and that hip point a little closer together. Switch the right leg from the left leg. And again, switch. 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 Last time each side. And now float both legs straight up. Hold here. Relax neck, head, and shoulder. You've got an option now to grab a weight, should you choose to use one. Taking the weight above the sternum. Imprint through the small of the back. Pull neck, head, and shoulders up. Now take those weight towards the toe, curling in for 10, 9. So remember that rib and hip are getting closer. Pelvic floor is engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Relax neck, head, and shoulders. Ladies, take the feet back down onto the mat. They're in line with the knees and the hips, getting ready for bridge. First, we just imprint. Flatten out that spine. The tail's going to lift. We hold here. Core's waking up. Now the tail's already lifted. Pull each consecutive vertebrae up one at a time. Just so that we're parallel with the shoulders, the hips, and the knees. Root through the heels. Pull the toes up off the mat. Ball mounds of the feet off the mat. Should help to engage the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit more. Hold here. Slowly deliver the spine back down onto the mat. Take the feet back down onto the mat. We're going to do that again. Imprint. Hold here. Now, if you'd like, you can take your weights on your hips. If you don't want to use them, you don't have to. We're going to pull each of the vertebrae up one at a time. Root through the heels. Take the toes up off the mat. Hold here. keeping the ball mounds of the feet off the mat, we're going to go down for a tap and come right back up for 10, 9, 8. Should feel the hamstrings and the glutes engaged a little bit more with the ball mounds of the feet off the mat. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Slowly come on down. Take the feet back onto the mat. Option now to take the weights on either side of the body. We're going to imprint through the small of the back, pull up neck, head, shoulders, and arms. And now send those weights towards the toes, curling it for 10, 9, 8. No tension in the neck. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And now release the weights down. Release neck, head, and shoulders down. Take the right ankle onto that left knee. Pull, encourage that knee away. And start to melt the left leg closer. Again, welcome to strap the leg here if you choose to. Welcome to strap the arch of the foot if you choose to. What you want to avoid is pulling up through neck, head, and shoulders. So we're looking for length, again, on the back of that left leg and through that right hip. Hold here. Number 4s are delicious first thing in the morning. Again, we want to make sure the toes are towards the shin so we wake up those calf muscles, get a little stretch there. Go ahead and relax that left knee. Take that foot to the mat. Staying in your number 4s, neck, hands are going to be in behind the head. Elbows are in your periphery. Imprint through the small of the back, neck, head, and shoulders go up. Hold here to start. Again, think of setting that rib and hip a little tighter. And now take that left elbow towards that right knee. It doesn't have to touch. We curl in for 10, 9, 3, 2. Last one. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release neck, head, and shoulder back to center. Let it relax. Take the right leg off. The left foot's on the mat. Switch it up. And again, let's just start by encouraging that left knee away. And again, paying attention to which side's a little more open, a little more receptive to the stretch. And then when you're ready, toes to the shin, left leg comes forward. So again, that knee can stay bent. It can extend. Again, we're heavy with it through the shoulder blades and the head, so there's no tension being created. We linger. So again, wake up the calves, toes to the shins. Last breath here. Go ahead and float that right foot back down. Staying in your number 4, take the hands behind the head, elbows in your periphery, imprint through the small of the back, up we go. And now right elbow towards that left knee, curling in for 10. 3, 2, hold, and release. Come on back to center. Go ahead and take that foot down. Take the right arm, cross the chest to the left shoulder, the left hand cross to the right shoulder. Imprint through the small of the back, pull up neck, head, and shoulders, and now just roll from side to side. It should feel nice to release any tension to the shoulder blades. One more each side. Come on back to center, let everything settle. We're just going to switch the arms. Right arm's now going to be on top of the left arm's underneath. Imprint through the small of the back, up goes neck, head, and shoulders, take it to a roll. So again, always nice to have 2 blocks and a strap, regardless of what class we're doing. Come on back to center, unravel, take the knees to the chest, little rock and roll. And you can have, if it's available for you, different types of weights. Sometimes we want heavier weights, sometimes we want lighter weights. But always have your blocks and straps handy. And the last side, back and forth. Going back to center, knees are on either side of the torso, feet to the heavens. Find your happy baby. Take it to a roll. Get playful, maybe extend through one leg, the other. And now come on back to center. Relax the clasp on the feet. Let the legs come together and let the heels get heavy to the sit bones. We're going to roll shoulder to tail, ladies, 3 times. On the 3rd time, we're going to roll ourselves up any which way you like. And we're going to come into a tabletop position. Wrist, elbows, and shoulders are stacked. Knees are underneath the hips. Find your cat-cow. Hands are active. Tops of the feet are active. Inhale. Belly melts. Tail and gaze are up. Exhale. So just rolling through your cat-cow. Feel free to linger at any part of the pose that feels particularly delicious today. Do one more. And have come on back to center. Inhale, right arm high, big reach to the stars. Exhale, take it underneath the left. Thread the needle. Ear and shoulder are heavy. Option to press left fingers into the mat. Option to extend the left leg. Left arm can come up or you can wrap it in that right hip crease. But we're reaching actively with the right hand to the left, and we're heavy with the shoulder and the head on the mat. And we're opening up and finding our twist. Should feel a nice stretch to the shoulder, to the spine. Hold here. And now slowly unravel. Come on back to center. 1 cat-cow. Big breath in. Exhale. Let's even things out. Inhale, left arm high, big reach. Exhale, sending underneath that right. Once again, you decide what has to happen with the right side of the body to deliver the stretch you're looking for. Hold here. So again, we're actively reaching. Shoulder and ear are heavy. Hold. And slowly release, coming back to center. You're going to need weights and blocks momentarily. So 1 cat-cow to start. Exhale. Back to neutral table. Find a block. Take it underneath that left arm. That block can be at any height. Your choice. You don't want it too high because you don't want to be on too much of an angle. But it can be on the middle section or on the higher section. We're going to take that weight underneath the sternum. Important that the wrists, elbow, and shoulders are stacked. We're going to pick up our weight. We're going to take it in line with that right shoulder, and then thread to the left side. Big reach. We're only moving through the shoulder blade. We're keeping the lower half of the body quiet. We're going for 10. Nine. Last one. Go ahead and take that weight down. Take that block to the other side. Once again, wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked. We're going to pick up that weight in the left hand in line with the shoulder and elbow, and now thread underneath for 10. 9. So the movement's coming from the shoulder girdle. 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and release that. Take that block now in between the thighs. Curl the toes under. I'm going to time us here. We're coming up to bear, coming into bear, and I'm going to time us for a minute. When you're ready, float the knees up. They're just hovering. Toes are heavy into the mat. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked. Let's linger here to start. Squeeze that block a lot. Should feel your quads engaged. Should feel your core engaged. You're building strength in the shoulder girdle as well. Great little pose here for us to do on a daily basis because it incorporates so many different body areas. looks easy, takes the lower back out of the equation. So if you have any back issues, you can still work your core. Squeeze that block a lot. We're going to add into it little taps for 5, 4, 3, small movement, 2, 1, hold here just for a hover. Squeeze that block even more. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Release the block. Big toes together. Find child's pose as we send the hips back. Extend and hold. So with each exhale, can those sit bones get a little closer to the heels? Can the heart melt a little closer to the mat? If that's a long way away, you can take a block underneath the forehead if that's more comfortable. But the arms are extended in line with the shoulders. Palms are flat to start. Now press all 10 fingertips into the mat. Float the palms of the hands up and the forearms up. And now press deeply with the fingertips into the mat like you're pressing down piano keys. Should feel a nice stretch all through the arms, into the armpits. Hold here. Now go ahead and let those palms come back down onto the mat. Walk the hands to the right. Left hand can float on top of right if you like. The left hip goes further back. Hold here. Walking the hands back through center. Send the hands to the left. Maybe right hand floats on top of the left. Send the right hip further back. Hold here. Walking the hands once again back through center. Just for a pause, we're going to float the hips up, take the knees in line with the hips. Find our way to our first downward dog. Walk it out. Take a great big breath in on the exhale, float forward, find your plank. Again, we're stacked. You want to think of a line from the heels to the hips to the shoulders. So no saggy hips, no butts in the air. Send the hips back, walk it out. And one more time, float forward. Find your plank. Nice and slow. We're going to do 3 chaturanga push-ups. So we're isolating the triceps. If this is difficult, please come to your knees first. It's a great way to room your shoulders. But with control, we lower down, engage the core, come on up. Pause. Again, for 2. Pause. Last one for 3. Pause, hold plank. Now slowly lower all the way down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, cobra, hold here. Just a little baby cobra. Relax the forehead on the mat. Big breath in. On the exhale, once again, find your cobra, just a baby cobra. Zip the legs together, float the hands up. So the work here is in the back. Without any weights, bring the elbows together. Squeezing in for 10. 5. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Forehead to mat, hands alongside of the chest. Yogi's choice. Cobra, your expression of cobra, or up dog. Find leg through the front of those hips. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Send it up, downward dog, walk it out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend that knee, open up to the right edge of the mat. Extend, 3-legged dog. Getting ready for a plank. Inhale, knee to nose, float forward and back. Right knee, left elbow. And back. right knee, right elbow. And back. Inhale, knee to nose. Step on through. Find your high crescent lunge. So take some real estate up a little wider so you get a good base. That knee's tracking forward. Relax the shoulders, up the arms go. So we're rooting down through those left toes. We're long through the spine. Hold here. The more we press down on those toes, the more we activate that front flexor on the left side. Inhale, tall. Exhale, take a bow. For 5, moving with the breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. 2 more. Last one. Come on up. Hold here. Take the hands to the heart. Woo! Get the wiggles. Turn to the right. Left elbow, right knee. Hold here. Welcome to take that left knee down if you want to. Welcome to take that left hand down if you want to. Welcome to come into a bind if you want to. Yogi's choice. Press down through those toes. Find that stretch. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Take that knee down. Come on up. Nice tall stack spine. Uncurl those back toes. Hands are going to be on your thigh. Or if you prefer, you can take your blocks on either side. Don't collapse through the spine. Press the hands into the thigh. Send the hips forward. If that knee's coming too far forward, take the foot forward. Press down through the left knee. Find some length in that left flexor. Hold here. Now, if you are on a wooden floor, a firmer surface, it's going to be easier to hold some of these poses. If you're on carpet, it tends to be a little more difficult, especially when we come to our standing poses. Send the hips back, ladies. Hands to the mat or blocks. Heel toe the right foot forward. Heel into the mat, toes to the shin. Send the hips back. So find the stretch this morning that serves you best, and then just linger. Hold here. Last breath. Come on up, nice tall stack spine. We're going to take that right knee underneath the hip. Walk the hands forward, curl the toes under. Let's extend through those back legs for downward dog. Walk it out. Should feel nice to bring some blood back into that leg. Pedal it out. Take a great big breath in on the exhale, float forward, find plank, hold here. We're not staying here long. Send it back, walk it out. Setting up for the left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend that knee. Let's find some length through that front left flexor. Hold here. Be mindful not to dump on the right side. Try and keep your weight evenly distributed in your hands so you don't drop one shoulder. And again, you're rotating through your hips. That right foot is getting heavy towards the mat. We find more length. Hold here. Last breath. Extend, three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose, hanging plank. It goes back. Extend fully. Left knee, right elbow. And back. Extend. Left knee, left elbow. And back. Extend. Inhale, knee to nose. Step on through. Find your high crescent lunge on this side. So again, one side's going to be easier for you. Press down through those right toes. Keep an eye on that left knee. Don't let it fall to midline. Arms up, heart up, gaze up, hold here. So the shoulders are relaxed down the back. They're not up towards the ears. And if you're particularly tight, rolling the palms towards the midline helps to settle the shoulders a little bit more. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take a bow. For 5, come on up. Moving with the breath. 4, 3, 2, last one. Come on up. Take the hands to the heart. Find your twist. So again, remember that right knee can come down anytime. That right hand can come down anytime. Belly's engaged. Don't let it just flop on that thigh. Hold here. Go Go ahead and take that right knee down, stack the spine. So again, option to use your blocks if you prefer. Top foot, the top of the right foot is heavy on the mat. We take the hands to the thigh, we send the hips forward. Again, what you don't want is that knee coming too far forward. If you can, keep it try and stacked above the ankle. Adjust your alignment if need be. We're sending that right hip towards the mat. Hips are nice and square. There's the length that we're looking for today. Last breath here. Go ahead and send the hips back. Heel toe the left foot forward. Heel into the mat, toes to the shin. Find the stretch that suits you best. Now, if you are working on monkey pose or the splits, you can always take a block underneath the thigh to support that. But keep the hips nice and square. It's easier if I roll onto my left side, I release the stretch. But if I keep my hips nice and square, I'm still activating the stretch through the hamstring. It should feel really nice. Hold here. Last breath here. Once again, we're going to take that left knee back underneath the hip. Walk the hands forward, curl the toes under, and send the hips up walking. Then you're going to want your weights handy, so have them on one side of the mat so they're accessible. We're going to slowly walk the hands and the feet to meet in the middle of the mat for our first forward fold. Let everything go. Hands can be on the mat, they can be on blocks, they can be on shins. You want more length that you're looking for. Root through the heels, send the hips back behind the heels. Let everything soften, hold here. Imprint through the feet and extend through the spine, flat back. Again, hands can be on blocks, mats, or shins. There's the length that we're looking for. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up one vertebrae at a time, coming up to a nice tall stacked spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and face the long edge of your mat. So we're mid-mat. Take a big step out with each foot and send the toes towards the corners of the mat. So we're getting ready for goddess legs. We're going to start to send the knees in the direction of the toes. They always go in the direction of the toes to keep them safe lower down. Nice tall spine, so don't collapse at the waist. We're going to reach for our weights should you choose to use them. So again, weights are always optional. Sit down a little deeper into your chair so that the legs are more parallel, a little harder. If your legs are up, a little easier. Your choice, depending on how you're feeling. Elbows are tight. We're going to straighten our legs, and as we do, we're going to bring the elbows in line with the shoulders for 10. Slow, 9. Find your squat before you come back up. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come on down. Hold the weights at heart center. A little lower, a little lower. Keeping the weights together, turn to the right. Center, left, right. So rotating through the twists, working on some waist whittles here. And just by holding the weights, you should feel your arms working. Let's go for 3, 2. You rotate to where you can before you come back to center. Back to center. Elbows are tight once again. Can you go a little lower? When you're ready, straighten up the legs, elbows to shoulders for 10. Nice tall back. Don't bend at the waist. Don't look down. Look straight ahead. 3. Don't collapse through the spine. 2. Last one, stay low. Bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. This time when we straighten the legs, we're going to bring the arms overhead. When you're ready, for 10. Pull down. 9. Again, straight back. Breathe. Always exhale during the hardest part of the exercise. Working the arms, the shoulders, back, pecs. Keep going. 3, 2. Last one. Hold here. Just hold the weights. Hold the stretch. Relax the arms. Take the arms in between the thighs. Straighten the legs. Take the toes to the long edge of the mat. Forward fold. So again, we take the toes to the long edge of the mat so the knees are in line with the toes. Let everything soften and fold. Wide-legged forward fold. While we're here, little circles with the head. Take a pause, send it the other way. And now just take a moment. We're going to take our hands under your weight. We're going to heel toe those feet underneath the hips. Knees are soft. Take the weights in front of the toes and start to take the weights up the legs as we stack the spine. We're going to take our elbows nice and tight. Find a bend through the waist. Back is parallel to the mat. Tricep extension. So elbows tight. Send the weights back for 10. Keep the elbows tight to the body. 9. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Send them away. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the weights down. Extend through the spine nice and tall. Keeping the weights tight to the thigh. Inhale tall. On the exhale, send the right knuckles to the right knee. Big stretch. Hold here. Come on back to center. Send it to the left. So we're not twisting through the waist. It's an extension through the side. Come on back to center. Let's do one more each. Feels so good. Hold. Back to center. Last time, left side. And center. They soften the knees. Weights are, knuckles are towards the thighs. Weights are forward. Coming into some hammer curls. So again, relax the shoulders. Set the shoulders. Feel strong. Core's engaged. Bring the weights up to the shoulders and down. Slow. 10. Super slow. We want to give the time for the muscles to activate, to engage. If we go too fast, we're just letting gravity do the work. Squeeze up. A little rotation at the top. Small, barely notice it. So we keep the knees soft to take the pressure off the lower back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now hold halfway. Just hold. We're going to open up. We're going to take the weights and we're going to open up to the sides for 10. Soft knees. 9, 8. So just by holding our weights, we're building strength. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back to stand and let the weights come down. Bring the weights in front of you. We're going to float those weights above the head. Elbows are going to be tight. Once again, take the weights in between the shoulder blades, triceps. Extend fully with control. We lower down the shoulder blade. We extend. Again, knees are soft, ladies. 2 more. 9. Last one. And now go ahead and bring the weights forward. Holding the weights on the side of the body. Step a little forward so we can take a reverse lunge here, ladies. Relax the shoulders down the back. Core is engaged, knees are soft. Left leg's going to stay grounded. The right leg's going to go back. It's going to come forward and we're going to alternate. Slow with control. We move too fast, we lose our balance, we lose our form. You're far better off to do fewer reps with good form than more reps with bad form. The knee doesn't have to come all the way to the mat. It's your choice, but it's a big reach. Big reach. Keep going. Let's go for 5. Slow, controlled. I find that reverse lunges are safer to execute than forward lunges. We tend to take our knee too far forward and strain it. These are a little safer in my opinion. Last one each side. Take a pause here. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back. For 3, nice and relaxed. For 2, and 1. Let them get nice and heavy. Now reverse that, shoulders up and forward. For 3, for 2, and 1. Weights are in front of the thighs. We're tall, and we start to fold. Once again, take the weights to the side of the mat. Bring opposite elbow to opposite shoulder. Opposite elbow and a hand together. Take a little sway from side to side. Big breath in. In with the good, out with the old. Now go ahead and relax that. Hands are going to come to the mat. Extend straight back. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Yogi's choice. Either step or hop back. Lower down. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward dog. 2 more just like that. Soften the knees. Your choice, step or hop forward. We bow. Flat back. Hands to mat. Step or hop back. Pause. Lower down. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Last time, soft knees. Step or hop forward. We fold. We extend to a flat back. Fold again, hands to mat. Step or hop back. Hold your plank. Bring your big toes together. Next exhale, take it to the left. Find your side plank here. Let's linger. Any version that makes sense. We hold. Come on back, find your forward plank. Get ready for the right side. Take a great big breath in on the exhale. Come onto your right. Again, any version. We hold. Come on back down. Forward plank. Bring the knees onto the mat. Your shins are already together. Send the hips back. Shell pose. Forehead to mat. Arms alongside the body. Palms are up. Hold here. Take a moment. Slowly coming up. Nice tall stack spine. We're going to come into hero's pose. So if you already know your knees aren't going to like this, come on up. We'll do it twice. The people that are standing, right side first, left side second. If you're in hero's pose, ankles and knees are in line. We're going to sit down in between the heels if that's available, or we can take it to a block underneath the sit bones. We're going to start to send the spine towards the back of the mat. Don't let the knees pull away. Maybe here is good enough. If it's available, come all the way down onto your back. Again, that means there's no block underneath your tush. We're sending energy from the hip bones, through the quadriceps, through the knees, into the mat. Linger, hold here. Now you're going to have an option. If you are in hero's pose, you can release that pose. But for those that are standing, you're going to get ready to set up on the other side while I count you through. When you're ready, switching sides. If you're coming up, get ready to come back down. We're going to linger. Again, hip points, quadriceps should feel a nice relaxation, a nice opening through those quads. Last breath here. Come on up and release that stretch. If you're standing, come onto your sit bones, ladies. Feet are onto the mat. Once again, you've got the option to reach for your weights. Your choice. 1, 2, none. Coming into some Russian twists. So the weights are going to be held at heart center. We're going to take the spine about 45 degrees from the mat. Feet can be on the mat, easiest version. Toes on the mat, shins parallel, legs extended. Settle everything first. Turn to the right and then the left. Keep the body as quiet as you can. If you find that when the legs are up off the mat, you're too wiggly, take the feet to the mat. Let's go for 3, for 2, last one. Take the feet down, come on up, nice tall stack spine. Take the weights to the side. We're going to roll it down. Extend the legs. Relax the shoulders. Arms are out. Slow with control. Start to send the spine back down onto the mat. Don't get too comfortable. We're not going to stay there. Core's engaged. So there's that rib and hip a little tighter together. Feel that connection. And then slowly let everything settle onto the mat. We're going to take the feet as wide as the mat. And now send those knees off to the right. So there's that hip, left hip point shining into the heaven. If you like, the right foot could come to rest on top of that. Take the hands in behind the head. Again, elbows are in your periphery. Curling up, that rib and hip are going to get nice and tight. From here, little tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Again, nice and tight, rib and hip. Relax. Now let that knee get heavy and just think about the stretch that you're feeling through that left hip flexor. Hold for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide the foot off the knee, just a couple windmills back and forth. And of course, the next time the knees float to the left, let them stay there. So we're taking that right knee towards that left foot. And again, find that stretch first. Take the hands in behind the head, elbows in your periphery, imprint, up comes the shoulders and the head. Again, there's that connection with the hip and the rib, curling in. Little pulses. 10, 9. 3, 2, hold, release. Everything's soft, the upper body. Separate the knee from the foot. Walk the feet back in line with the mat, windmills. Back and forth. Walk the feet back together. This time we're going to take right leg straight up. Point the toes. Arms are going to come alongside of the body. Shoulders are heavy. Noggin's heavy. We're imprinted already. That tail's already lifted. Up we go. Hold here. Little circles for 10, 9, 8. No saggy hips. Take a pause. Send it the other direction. And now slowly come on down. When the hips arrive, right foot's going to come down. Again, we're setting up for bridge. Left leg's going to go up. Point the toes. Imprint through the small of the back. Up we go. Hold here. Now little circles. Pause. Send it the other way. And now again, slowly come on down. Take the left knee to the chest. Take the right knee to the chest. Give yourself a rock and roll. Come on back to center. Find your happy baby. Extend through the left leg and the right. And come on back to center. Zip those legs up. We're getting ready for plow. Make sure I got room. Send the legs straight up. Arms alongside of the body. Be mindful of the neck. Your gaze is straight up. Go ahead and send the toes back. Should feel a nice stretch to the mid back here. Knees can come alongside of the ears if you'd like, your choice. And now once again, slowly with control, as mindfully as we came in, we come out, taking one spine onto the mat at a time with control. Last little core thing here. We're going to soften the knees. Don't use your hands, ladies. We're going to take the knees towards the shoulders, lifting up through the tail, curling up for 10 with control. 9. Work at the lower abdominals here. 3, 2. Last one. Come on down. Go ahead and take the left leg all the way down the mat. Final twist. I think single leg twists are just so much nicer. They're a little deeper. Bring the knee, right knee close to the chest. Left hand onto that right knee. Find your twist. Take the right ear to the mat. Keep that shoulder grounded. Let everything just rinse out. Come on back to center. Send that right leg down. Float that left into the chest. Let it get nice and heavy. Right hand to that left knee. Find your twist on this side. Left ear to mat. Again, that left shoulder's heavy. Take it to where it just feels right and linger. Last breath here. On back to center. Last time, left knee to the chest, right knee to the chest, final rock and roll. While you're here, check in with the body one more time. How you feeling? Think about how you'd like to spend final Shavasana, which props you're going to need. If you set an intention, revisit that intention. And then if you're ready, I invite you to come into whatever version of Shavasana will serve you best. So take the time to curate the perfect position, finding the props that you're going to need to allow the body to completely surrender, relax, so that it can absorb all the good of your work today. And then when you're ready, float your way into your version of Shavasana. Give us some time on the clock. Anything that's touching the mat or any of your props, let it melt a little deeper. Soften a little bit more. Take a great big breath in through the nose. Hold. And now exhale. I'm going to count it out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Big breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to that fullness. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the body completely surrender. No tension in the jaw, no tension in the brow. And soften just a little. Ladies, we are slowly, kindly, gently going to start to bring some awareness back to the body. As always, everything's just a suggestion. You might want to start with the extremities, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Maybe a gentle nod of the head. Maybe some movement into the torso feels great. Maybe a great big full body stretch. Maybe you want to roll onto one side and settle for a breath or two. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, we'll find our way to a comfortable seat position. The stacked spine, taking the hearts to the hands to the heart, up out of that heart. Always grateful for our time on the mat together, for what we can do on our mats. And a great start to 2026. Thanks for joining me. I honor the place in you where the whole universe resides. And when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste.